are not familiar, okay, I try my best for today's session to share some basic introduction to Islamic accounting. Okay, I think okay, let me share again the slide. Okay, so thank you very much for the participating in the first activity just now. So roughly I can say that quite many of you have background or have familiarity with Islamic accounting. Yeah. So I would say that this session more like a sharing session. Okay. All right. Let me start with the overview. Okay. So like I said just now, that this section, okay, I try to give some background to Islamic accounting, and in this section I also include sedikit sebanyak sejarah, okay, history of Islamic accounting. Yeah. So as name given, Islamic accounting, it is a religious based system. Okay. So that cannot be separated from Islam. Okay, so Islam is a comprehensive way of life or shumul, yeah, that integrate all aspect of daily living, including all economic activities. So Islam itu sebagai satu agama yang shumul, yang mengintegrate semua aspek kehidupan kita, social, politik, termasuk juga ekonomi. So berdasarkan based on Islamic framework, kerangka kerja Islam, it guides the people, okay, melalui wahyu that governs or kawal selia all the social, economic and political aspects or activities. And Islam does not accept the secular, where we separate the aspect of social, economic and politics from religious. So Islam integrate all these aspect with the guideline through divine revelation ataupun wahyu yang diturunkan melalui Al-Quran. Okay, so daripada from the Islamic philosophy, okay, telah wujudnya, okay, atau emerge, okay, a religious based system of business ethic, yang which require Muslim to be fair, honest and accountable towards others. So with that, okay, Muslim digalakkan untuk terlibat dalam aktiviti-aktiviti ekonomi yang tidak bertentangan dengan syariah, kerana Islam, agama Islam itu memandang tinggi atau memberi nilai yang tinggi kepada perdagangan. Okay, so from Islamic perspective, dari kacamata ataupun dari perspektif Islam, harta-harta dan sumber-sumber yang kita peroleh itu adalah dianggap sebagai amanah daripada Allah, dan we are held responsible for our action. Okay, so we have to account ultimately to Him, to Allah. Okay, how well we
makinlah beroperasi seperti ini adalah perkalian antara rasio makinlah beroperasi.
how
itu semua mahasiswa matikan mic-nya, jangan ada bocor itu tadi. Maaf dokter.
Okay, tak apa. Okay, saya sambung. So back to the point is now, okay, from Islamic perspective, semua harta ataupun sumber yang kita peroleh itu adalah actually is a trust from God. Dan we are held responsible for our action so that one day, we have to provide account, have to explain to Allah on how well we manage the properties and resources. And it is interesting to note, as being put forward by Naha and Yaakob in 2011, dalam Islam itu, Islam meletakkan accounting dan peserta reporting dan juga accountability itu dalam konteks spiritual, religious based. It's not separated from Islam. Okay, so in the concept of Islamic accounting system and process, history from Islamic history is not a new one. Historically, Islamic accounting system and process ni is not a new one. Okay, why? Because terdapat banyak bukti-bukti sejarah yang signifikan, yang menunjukkan kewujudan amalan serta praktis Islamic accounting itu. Dan merujuk, when we refer or we trace the historical evidence, the Islamic accounting system and process, it can be traced back as early as the time of the second caliph, which is Sayyidina Umar al-Khattab. However, walau bagaimanapun, many archive, ataupun arkib yang bukti-bukti ni lah, telah musnah over the centuries, so making it difficult for us to trace back the real impact or influence of Islamic accounting over the conventional accounting practices. So nowadays, conventional accounting practices are the one that dominate the world. This is one point, which is based on historical evidence. The Quran itself, so Quran is one of the main source, the primary source of in Islam. So if we refer to the Quran itself, is actually serve as the foundation untuk sistem ekonomi Islam, di mana Al-Quran itu memberikan contoh atau cara bagaimana untuk melaksanakan perniagaan dalam cara yang diterima yang selari dengan syariah undang-undang Islam. Itu dia punya very basics. Al-Quran juga memberikan garis panduan bagaimana untuk melaksanakan aktiviti-aktiviti perakaunan. Dan given that penurunan wahyu itu bermula sejak tahun 610 Masihi atau CE, mean that common era ataupun tahun Masihi. This point mean that the practice of Islamic accounting actually was present 800 years before Pacioli's book. So just to share you about Pacioli ni, dalam konteks dunia moden ni, accounting yang organized, proses sistem accounting yang terorganize ni boleh dikatakan bermula di Itali oleh tokoh yang bernama Luca Pacioli. So Luca Pacioli ni dikatakan menulis buku accounting yang pertama, which is on 1494 tahun Masihi. Tetapi mengambil kira bahawa di dalam Al-Quran itu sebenarnya mengandungi garis panduan bagaimana untuk melakukan aktiviti perakaunan, dan juga kita ambil kira sejarah ketika zaman Nabi Muhammad SAW. Pada zaman itu sebelum menjadi Nabi lagi, di dunia Arab itu mereka terlibat dalam banyak aktiviti perdagangan dan dipercayai berdasarkan bahawa adanya aktiviti perekonomian. Therefore, that's why the second point said that actually Islamic accounting was present earlier before Pakioli books that was issued or written somewhere in 1494. Okay, another thing that why, because Quran as the primary source of Islam, but I said earlier that Islamic accounting is a religious based accounting system as compared to conventional accounting. So Al-Quran also emphasize dia menekankan kepentingan kepada sistem perekonomian dengan cara memberi penekanan kepada pentingnya untuk kita merekod dan menulis semua bentuk hutang piutang plus with business transaction, transaksi perniagaan. Contoh ayat-ayat ataupun surah-surah yang secara langsung menyatakan keperluan itu adalah surah yang kedua, iaitu surah Al-Baqarah, specifically ayat 282 sehingga 283. Ayat 282 ni, verse 282 is the longest verse in Al-Quran. In this ayah, okay, it specifically highlight about the need to write down and record debts plus business transactions. Okay. Alright. On top of that, okay, the practice of Islamic accounting, okay, although at that time terma accounting, terma accountant belum lagi termasuklah Islamic accounting tu, terma Islamic accounting tu belum lagi wujud, tetapi amalan perekonomian Islam tu telah ada. So in that particular time, okay, the growth of trade, perdagangan yang rancak di dalam dan di luar negara Islam, okay, telah menjadi penyumbang kepada kewujudan the so-called Islamic accounting. Satu sistem yang memberi garanti kepada accountability of cash, good received and distributed in the trade activity itulah. Then this condition is actually, I mean the need for Islamic accounting at that particular time, okay, become more prevalent with the introduction of zakah, okay, so in 624 Common Era or tahun Masihi. Dengan pengenalan zakat pada tahun ini, ia menjadikan accounting practices or sistem itu lebih perlu bagi tujuan pengiraan dan pembayaran zakat. Okey, secara formalnya, accounting books, accounting principle and practices diperkenalkan ketika tempoh pemerintahan Khalifah yang kedua, iaitu Saidina Umar Ibn Khattab, yang memerintah negara Islam pada waktu itu, empayar Islam pada waktu itu di antara 634 hingga 644 Common Era, okay, atau tahun Masihi. Okay, with this all development or point, okay, so Islamic accounting system, okay, was both essential and inevitable. Sangat diperlukan dan memang tidak boleh dielakkan. Right, so that is the overview plus background plus some orang kata perspektif sejarah lah on Islamic accounting. Right. Let me now proceed with the definition. There are actually there are numbers of definition that have been provided by scholars to Islamic accounting. The first one is by Zaid in 1997. Zaid defined Islamic accounting as a systematic process to record the legitimate transaction in the record and measure the financial result based on those transactions in order to be used in decision making. Okay, so I underline this word, legitimate transactions. Okay, so the main characteristic of this definition to be compared to conventional accounting is that transaksi perlulah transaksi yang sah, yang legitimate, yang compliant dengan syariah Islam. So maksudnya contohnya tidak ada unsur riba, interest, tidak ada unsur gambling atau perjudian, dan juga tidak ada unsur uncertain, gharar. Okay, definisi kedua, which is 2 years later being given by Abdul Karim. Okay, Abdul Karim defined Islamic accounting as accounting process which provide necessary information to stakeholders yang memberikan maklumat yang diperlukan kepada pemegang-pemegang taruh. Okay, or English we call it as stakeholders. For what? Okay, to enable the stakeholders to ensure that the organization is continuously comply with Islamic or Sharia law. Okay, while fulfilling the entity's economic objective. So maksudnya Islamic accounting ni diperlukan untuk memberikan maklumat yang perlu kepada stakeholder, so that stakeholder tu can assess whether dia entity organisasi tu comply or not dengan Islamic law, di samping memenuhi objektif ekonomi entiti tersebut. Okay, so it can be concluded that in general, as Napier 2009 state that Islamic accounting adalah disiplin yang integrated, dengan apa? Dengan aspek social, politik dan ekonomik, ruled by Allah. So to him, Islamic accounting should regulate and establish satu harmonious integration among this party dalam domain-domain yang diverse ni, dalam social, politik dan ekonomi. So what we can conclude from this definition adalah satu, Islamic accounting ni adalah satu sistem perakaunan yang berasaskan kepada prinsip-prinsip perundangan Islam ataupun syariah. Ia meliputi semua aspek urus niaga kewangan, yang termasuklah perrekodan, pengukuran, pelaporan, actually both financial and non-financial information, quantitative and qualitative information, yang mematuhi prinsip-prinsip Islam. Okay, that is what we can derive from the definition provided by scholars. Okay, next, objective. So what are the objectives of Islamic accounting? Is it just to provide necessary information to stakeholders for decision making? So more or less similar to the conventional accounting. Okay, so to share with you about the main objective of Islamic accounting, okay, this is I refer to Hanifa and Hudaib, in 2002. The main objective of Islamic accounting first is to help achieve social economic justice, keadilan ekonomi sosial dalam pengagihan kekayaan, di antara among society lah, both to yang golongan kaya dan golongan yang miskin, bukan sekadar to certain group of people, contohnya just for shareholders or creditors. Okay, secondly is to fulfill rights and obligation to Allah, ummah and individual as a form of ibadah. So Islamic accounting can be regarded as a mechanism, satu cara untuk kita memenuhi hak dan tanggungjawab kita kepada Allah, kepada society dan juga kepada individu, dan yang kita boleh lihat dia sebagai satu bentuk ibadah. Dan yang terakhir is to help us to attain al-falah. Al-falah ni maksudnya kejayaan here di dunia ni as well as hereafter, di akhirat kelak. Okay, so the objectives are much broader, okay lah. Not just for the sake of providing information to users, but it has big a broad objective. Right. So now I would like to proceed with the factors that lead to the development of Islamic accounting, the need for Islamic accounting. Untuk behind the need for Islamic accounting ni, we can categorize the factors into two categories. Okay, the first one is push factors. The second one is pull factors. Okay, now let me go to the first one. Push factors. Push factors ni actually dia focus on critics ke atas conventional accounting. Conventional accounting dianggap sebagai tidak compatible dengan Islamic belief and value. So due to this, okay, it has contributed to the development of Islamic accounting as well as Islamic accounting research, because those involved see that conventional accounting system is very different from Islamic belief and values, which is not, to some extent, is not compatible to be used, for example, for organization that would like to operate in compliance with Sharia. Okay. The second point, the second critiques on conventional accounting, they argue that conventional accounting overlook social interests, and only focus on profitability. Means indeed, what I can say about this point is, okay, di bawah conventional accounting, okay, mainly the focus is on shareholders or creditors or those who have powers, dan keutamaannya adalah pada penjanaan keuntungan, profit maximization. Okay, sometimes at the extent of the expense of society or environment. Okay. Okay, so the third one is conventional accounting dikatakan promote the exploitation of capitalists ke atas labor and society. Because you look for maximization of profitable. Okay, so to the extent that you you exploit your labor and in society. And the last one, okay, on critics on conventional accounting, okay, that conventional accounting is claimed to promote the concentration of wealth and power on the hand of the rich. Yeah. So these are all the critics on conventional accounting that we categorize as push factors that lead to the need for Islamic accounting. Okay. On top of that, still under push factors, faktor-faktor penolakan. The next point, okay, the next critics on conventional accounting is they say that, okay, conventional accounting, okay, exclude externalities in reporting, which include environmental accounting. Okay, this is the origin. But nowadays, okay, we can see there is some, group that push for environmental accounting as well, to be included in the annual report of businesses. Okay, secondly, another point of critics on conventional accounting is they say that conventional accounting cannot measure intangible assets, for example, human capital. And the third one, they claim that conventional accounting, okay, exclude human resources and employee interests. However, okay, this is the due to the developments or the movement, okay, we can see that now many companies do provide CSR report, corporate social responsibility report, where they try to tell us or report to us on how they address the issue of social and as well as environment. In fact, nowadays, okay, we can see sustainability report, and the latest trend is on ESG report, where company communicate to us through the report on environmental, social, and governance. Okay, how their businesses affect these three issues: environment, social, and governance. Right. This is the push factors. Let me proceed with the second category, that is pull factors. Okay, so historically, okay, secara sejarahnya, apabila Empire Uthmaniyah, which is the last empire, Islamic empire, collapse, Islamic economic at the same time dengan kejatuhan Empire Uthmaniyah tu, Islamic economic pun start to diminish, okay, affected negatively, okay. So did the practice of Islamic accounting during that period, okay, being replaced with conventional accounting. So conventional accounting start to dominate the world, and this is being strengthened with the during the colonization period, era what we call it, colonization, penjajahan, okay, penjajahan oleh Western countries to some of Islamic states. So di situlah bermulanya dominasi pengenalan dan juga dominasi conventional accounting. Okay. After the Second World War, okay, the start of the modern era, okay, Islamic states after that period, they are in dilemma. Okay, whether they should continue with the practice of the conventional accounting yang dah mengakar, mengumbi in the countries, or should they revert ataupun start to use back the practice of Islamic accounting. Yeah? Alright. Whatever it is, okay. After the Second World War, okay, there are some development. Okay. After that period, Islamic economic start to develop, redevelop. Okay, alongside the conventional one. Yeah? The development of Islamic economic in modern era. Okay, that mainly due to first the Islamization of some countries like Pakistan and Iran. Yeah, plus with wealth transfer, okay, significant and continued wealth transfer to Middle East countries, okay, due to rose in oil prices in the early 1970s. So these two factors, okay, dua point ini menyumbang kepada pembangunan semula Islamic economic. Okay, with this development, okay, so the Islamic economic activities carried out. So the need for Islamic banking and financial institution did increase. Okay, because these countries, okay, would like to ensure that the activities that they carry out, okay, were or must comply with Sharia law. Okay, so they look forward to have Islamic banking and financial institution. With the increase or with the need of increase in Islamic banking and financial institution, so did the need for accounting system that suitable for those institutions, Islamic banking and finance, increase as well. Okay, so the accounting system that they look forward is the one that recognize the necessity of Sharia compliance. Okay, we refer it as Islamic accounting. So again, sejarah tu berulang. Okay. Okay. Another factors for the need for Islamic accounting is the establishment of Muslim and Islamic organization. Yeah. Islamic organization here refer to Islamic businesses as well as not-for-profit organization. Yeah. So these entities or this organization are specifically based on Sharia or controlled by Muslim who wish to follow or to be in compliance with Sharia. Okay, so this socio-economic organization, including the NGO, Islamic NGO, okay, and Muslim businesses, okay, are part of the Islamic economic and financial system. Yeah, that is based on Islamic worldview. Yeah. Therefore, okay, objektif, operasi dan keperluan perakaunan organisasi ini memerlukan kepada satu framework accounting yang alternatif kepada conventional accounting. Untuk apa? So that their objective, okay, can be achieved, their operation can be run smoothly, Okay, and the accounting and the business activities or their other activities can be accounted or recorded dalam cara yang benar dan saksama, ya, berdasarkan Islamic worldview. Okay. Okay, seterusnya, okay, faktor yang terakhir that I would like to share with you, okay, that categorized under full factors ialah the Islamization of knowledge, ya. Yang memberikan satu lagi anjakan kepada keperluan kepada Islamic Accounting, ya. Halil 1995 mendefinisikan Islamization of knowledge berlaku dalam konteks akademik atau intelektual, ya, melalui cara examination, summarization, correlation dan publication, okay, bahan-bahan knowledge ni, okay, daripada perspektif Islam, ya, ke dalam aspek kehidupan humankind dan juga universe, ya. So the Islamization of knowledge in this aspect can be seen as integral part of the wider process of Islamization that happened. I think like my country in Malaysia, Islamic banking and finance system was introduced somewhere in 1980s. Yeah, at that particular time, there are quite a number of Islamic NGO, yeah, who really work for the Islamizations of the country. Yeah. Okay. Right. Before I go to the next session, okay, I have one activity for you guys. Okay, let me share. Hopefully you are clear with all the answers just now. So let me now proceed with the lecture. Do we need a break or can I continue, Madam Juwita?
Yes. Ma'am.
Okay. Now I'll share again the slides on the screen. Right. So just now I stopped at the need for Islamic accounting, where we have two factors, yeah? Push factors and pull factors. The push factors focus on the critique on conventional accounting. Memang the pull factors, faktor-faktor penarikan ni, okay, including the Islamization of states and the redevelopment of Islamic economics especially after the Second World War. Okay, now let me proceed with the next section. Okay, differences, to highlight differences between Western or conventional accounting with Islamic financial accounting. Okay, so for the differences, it is being breakdown into two. Okay, the first one is to highlight the differences in terms of philosophy, principle and criteria. Dari segi falsafah, dari segi prinsip-prinsip dan juga kriteria ataupun standard. Okay, let me continue. Okay, so what you can see on the table now, okay, we compare the characteristic in terms of philosophy, in terms of principle, and in terms of criteria between these two systems. Western financial accounting system, or also known as conventional one, and versus Islamic financial accounting system. All right, let me start with the first one. The first characteristic, philosophy, falsafah. Falsafah di sini merujuk kepada satu set kepercayaan, yang digunakan untuk membantu menjelaskan maksud hidup ataupun untuk memberikan kita peraturan about how to behave. Okay, right. So dari segi filosofinya, dari segi falsafahnya, okay, conventional accounting system draw upon or based on economic rationalism. What does this mean? Okay, is keinginan untuk stand apart from others, to compete, untuk bersaing, untuk manipulate, dan juga untuk emas plus. As I highlighted before, okay, the focus of conventional accounting, the critics, one of the critics over conventional accounting is because the focus on profit maximization. And under this philosophy, social action will be or should be determined by individual maximization quantifiable and personal utility function. Dia apa-apa pun tindakan yang untuk social tu, community tu akan ditentukan oleh fungsi utility individu. Berbanding dengan as compared to Islamic financial accounting system, falsafahnya di Islamic accounting system draw upon, okay, or the philosophy underlying it is unity of God, Tuhan yang Esa, yang memerlukan total commitment dan submission, okay, kepada apa-apa yang dikehendaki oleh Allah. So to achieve this, it involve both submission and mission untuk comply dengan Islamic law ataupun syariah dalam semua aspek kehidupannya. Is it given it politik, given it economic, given it social. Okay? Dan kepercayaan kepada kekuasaan Allah Subhanahu Wa Taala. Okay, this is the philosophy underlying Islamic financial accounting system. That's why I said at the very beginning, as reflected by the name of the system, Islamic accounting system, this is a religious based, religious-based accounting system. Okay, then secondly, the second characteristic is principle. Refer to basic general law. Okay, undang-undang umum yang asas ataupun peraturan ataupun idea. So if we refer to conventional accounting, what are the principles that underlie this system? Okay, secular, prinsip secular, which is separations of activity, give it social activity or political activity or economic activity from religious. Then prinsip individualistic, berbanding dengan society or community, okay, is being given emphasize or priority under conventional accounting system. Profit maximization, prinsip profit maximization, okay, you maximize profit of the business entity as much as possible, sometimes at the expense of community, socio-economic or environment. Then survival of fittest. What does survival of fittest mean? In this case, it refers to strategi jangka panjang yang terbaik, yang membolehkan mencapai itulah antaranya profit maximization, okay, yang mengabaikan, okay, impact kepada society dan alam sekitar. Okay, that is principle for conventional accounting. Okay, for Islamic financial accounting system, okay, prinsip-prinsip yang mendasari, okay, underlie this system are religious, agama itu sendiri. Penekanan kepada ummah, community, berbanding individu. Maslahah community itu lebih diutamakan berbanding individu. The third one, okay, not to that, okay, dalam Islam ni kita tidaklah kata tidak perlu kepada kekayaan atau keuntungan, tetapi it is must reasonable profits. Dan apa-apa tindakan atau aktiviti perniagaan yang kita laksanakan atau lakukan, okay, we must consider the impacts to the environment and society. Okay, then the next principle underlie Islamic financial accounting system is kesaksamaan, equity. Ya, kesaksamaan di antara dalam masyarakat, ya, untuk memberikan fair share, perkongsian yang adil on wealth accumulation or resources di antara yang lemah dengan yang kuat. Dan yang ketiga, prinsip ya, keutamaan ke atas alam sekitar. So whatever you do, you must consider it's not harm the environment plus with society. Okay, the third criteria, characteristic is criteria. Okay, what does criteria mean here? Okay, criteria di sini merujuk kepada piawaian yang digunakan untuk membuat keputusan atau untuk membentuk pendapat tentang sesuatu. Okay, so under conventional accounting system, the standard that being used to make decision of form and opinion first based upon modern commercial law, rather than ethic. Okay, second, limited disclosure. Dia bergantung kepada keperluan user. Provision of information subject to public interest. Then the third one is the criteria that being used in making decision is focusing on personal accountability. Where they focus on individuals like shareholders, or creditors who control resources, or powerful group of people who has power like a government. So as opposed to Islamic financial accounting system, Islamic financial accounting system, kriteria yang digunakan dalam sistem perekonomian Islam ni adalah it based berdasarkan kepada undang-undang etik yang berasal daripada Al-Quran dan As-Sunnah dan juga undang-undang Islam. Kedua, menekankan kepada pendedahan penuh, full disclosure. Okay, full disclosure here mean the purpose is to satisfy any reasonable demand for information in accordance with the Syariah requirements. Although some may argue, okay, kalau if we provide full disclosure, there is a possibility of information overload, right? Okay. However, okay, full disclosure in this context untuk memastikan, contohnya kalau you are the trustee, pemegang amanah, the full disclosure that you provide is to ensure that you have fulfilled reasonable demand for information daripada stakeholders, not just a shareholder or creditor, but also the community, because Islamic financial accounting system, it serves a broader range of stakeholders. Okay, unlike conventional accounting system yang original one, okay, they focus or prioritize certain group of stakeholders, particularly shareholders and creditors and the powerful, other powerful stakeholders. Okay. All right. The third criteria that being used under the financial accounting system is public accountability. You must give priority or focus on public accountability. Public accountability here means we give priority or focus on the community, pada kumpulan masyarakat yang terlibat dalam penggunaan sumber-sumber kekayaan. Okay, not just a small group of people or group, specific group. Right, this is the differences between the two systems in terms of philosophy, principle and criteria. Next, okay, differences this time is quite related to accounting, okay, because it is in terms of materiality, consistency, conservatism, going concern and cost concept. Okay, so let me see what are the differences between conventional and Islamic accounting system with regard to these aspects. Alright, okay, so kalau if you can see now dalam jadual tu, table tu, okay, we start with materiality. Okay, materiality. Is it material for us to report or disclose this information? Okay, so as far as materiality is concerned, conventional accounting look for relative important or significant of information for decision making. Sesuatu maklumat itu dikatakan material sekiranya keputusan yang dibuat oleh pengguna itu boleh berubah dengan adanya atau tidak adanya maklumat tersebut. Okay, berbanding dengan as compared to sistem perakaunan Islam, dari aspek materiality tu, okay, maksudnya dalam pendedahan maklumat tu perlu mendedahkan semua maklumat-maklumat yang diperlukan ataupun yang penting untuk mencapai atau memenuhi obligasi keimanan tu, to comply with syariah requirement tu. And it based on morality and understandability. Okay, right, this is in terms of materiality. Okay, secondly, consistency, ketekalan. So conventional accounting, the consistency, the ketekalan itu berdasarkan kepada GAAP, generally accepted accounting principle. Ataupun yang kalau khususnya, contohnya kalau kita guna IFRS, so we base what is the kerangka konsep yang telah dibangunkan oleh untuk IFRS tu dan juga setiap IFRS tu bagaimana. Okay, namun begitu kalau we compare with Islamic Financial Accounting System, dimension atau aspek consistency ini, ketekalan ini adalah berdasarkan konsistensi kepada prinsip syariah, syariah law. Okay, right. The next one is conservatism, conservative. Okay, so for conventional accounting system, okay, dalam mengguna pakai konsep atau dimension konservatif ni, kita akan mengutamakan atau menggunakan memilih maklumat sama ada kita nak melaporkan atau nak mendedahkan dalam financial accounting financial statement tu, apa-apa pun yang kita akan cuba, pilihan yang kita buat, kita akan pastikan bahawa the choice use less favorable impact on yang memberikan kesan impact ataupun kesan yang least favorable kepada owners, which include the shareholders of the entities. Okay. Manakala Islamic financial accounting system, when we talk about conservatism, okay, dalam kita membuat pilihan, sama ada untuk buat keputusan perniagaan atau untuk pelaporan, pengukuran, pendedahan, reporting, presentation or disclosure, okay, the choice on conservatism, okay, should be made by referring to the choice that will provide most favorable impact on society, iaitu penekanan kepada konsep keadilan. Most favorable impact kepada society berbanding tadi least favorable impact on owners. Okay. Right, seterusnya going concern. We are so familiar with going concern assumption. Alright, so ini ada pembetulan ni kita balik ni. So under Western financial accounting system, we assume that business entity will be going on forever. That is the assumption. Unless ada evidence, indikator yang menunjukkan sebaliknya. Kalau if not, we assume that the business entity will continue forever. Okay, as opposed to Islamic financial accounting system, okay, the going concern of entities depend on contractual agreement between parties in the contract. Merujuk kepada terma-terma dalam perjanjian di antara pihak-pihak yang bersetuju untuk profit sharing tu. Okay, the last one is on cost concept or measurement model, konsep cost ataupun modal pengukuran. Okay, secara umumnya, okay, in general, okay, conventional accounting system advocate historical cost concept, secara umumnya, mengutamakan konsep kos sejarah. Namun begitu, sekarang ni dia ada trend, contohnya kalau sekarang ni kita tengok IFRS 13 on fair value measurement. Sekarang ni ada trend untuk menggalakkan business entity to use fair value. Okay, so kita boleh tengok dalam konteks IFRS untuk property, plant and equipment PPE, dia ada offer revaluation model. So if you use revaluation model, mean that your PPE subsequently the measurement basis is based on market value or fair value. The same goes with intangible asset. IFRS for intangible asset, they also do provide revaluation model. So originally, in general, yes, conventional accounting advocate for historical cost concept, but sekarang ni ada trend, they are moving towards penggunaan fair value. Nilai sama. Okay. But for Islamic financial accounting system, memang secara umumnya advocate current values, including fair value concept. So dalam Islamic accounting ni, kita mengutamakan pengukuran, pelaporan, pendedahan yang menggunakan current value, itu termasuklah nilai satsang. Okay. Right, that is the differences between these two accounting system in terms of materiality, consistency, ketekalan, conservatism, going concern dan juga course concept. Okay. Right, now let me proceed with Islamic Accounting frameworks. Yeah, this is the last section. Yeah, so like I said earlier, dia ada beberapa model ya atau framework Islamic Accounting yang telah dipropose oleh scholar-scholar dalam bidang ni. But then for this purpose, for the purpose of discussion, saya pick two Islamic Accounting model of frameworks to be shared with you guys. But before that, okay, I would like to share first the foundation of the Sharia Islamiyah paradigm. That is the foundation to the Islamic accounting itself. So like I said earlier, I think I have highlighted this point I think 2 or 3 times, that Islamic accounting, as the name given, okay, is a religious-based accounting system. This is one of the main different as compared to conventional accounting system. So in Islam, okay, there are on top here, okay, there is tauhid, keesaan Allah SWT, okay. And in terms of sumber rujukan in Islam, okay, the first one is Al-Quran, wahyu-wahyu yang diturunkan oleh Allah melalui Jibril. Yang kedua adalah sumber hadis, third is ijma' and then qiyas. So objektif syariah Islamiyah yang mendasari Islamic accounting itu, okay, ada 3 seperti yang dibincangkan oleh Hanifah dan Hudaib. Pertama adalah adil dan ihsan, social justice and compassion for fellow human. Perlu berlaku adil dan juga ihsan, ada sifat ihsan kepada orang lain. Yang kedua adalah objektifnya adalah untuk mendapatkan barakah Allah SWT, okay, Allah blessing. Dan yang ketiga untuk mencapai al-falah. Okay, so Islam di bawah syariah Islamiyah paradigm ni, Islam itu memang sangat menekankan ethics ataupun morality. Di dalam aspek ni kita ada iman, takwa dan sebagainya. Termasuklah hablum minallah dan hablum minannas, iaitu belief in Allah dan juga striving for the good of humanity. Okay, so down here as you can see, kita Islam itu integrates politics, economics and social dengan religious, is not being separated. So setiap satu dimension ni ada elemen-elemen dia. Dalam ekonomi ni contohnya zakat, satu bayaran yang perlu dibuat oleh umat Islam sekiranya kita memenuhi nisab dan haul dia, kan. Kemudian halal, kalau kita if we flashback definisi yang diberi of Islamic accounting oleh Zaid 1997 tadi, tentang legitimate transaction, yang merujuk kepada transaksi-transaksi yang halal, yang tidak mengandungi unsur seperti unsur riba ataupun uncertainty, gharar dan juga maisir, gambling. Okay, dalam aspek sosial juga ada elemen-elemen dia, ke community, ummah, public interest, maslahah. Itulah yang saya katakan tadi, penekanan bila kita bandingkan antara Islamic accounting dengan conventional accounting, prinsip ni tadi, kalau Islamic conventional accounting itu dia fokusnya pada individual, sedangkan Islamic accounting itu fokusnya adalah kepada ummah ataupun kemaslahatan, which refer to the public interest, as well as prevention of harmful activities and removal of hardship in society. So the businesses, when they are carried out whatever business activities, they must think about all these elements. Okay, so with this paradigm, I would like now to go to the first framework, the Islamic Accounting framework that being proposed and developed by Hanifa and Hudaib in 2002. So as you can see up here, this is the Sharia Islamiyah, the very foundation of the Islamic accounting system. So again, okay, kalau kita tengok objektif tadi, seperti mana yang saya dah kongsikan tadi, yang merujuk kepada keadilan, ihsan, this is to assist in achieving socio-economic justice, then ibadah, to assist in fulfilling obligation to Allah, society and individual concern, dan yang terakhir al-falah. So there are three objectives that what I have shared earlier. This one is to achieve, to assist in achieving rewards of success in this world and the hereafter. Right. So in this model, in this framework, okay, Hanifa and Hudaib, okay, break in the framework into two elements, kepada dua elemen yang utama. Satu elemen technical dan satu lagi elemen human. Okay, untuk elemen teknikal seterusnya dibahagikan kepada dua, iaitu measurement dan disclosure, pengukuran dan juga pendedahan. Okay, untuk elemen measurement, they subdivide this element into two, pre-measurement dan juga measurement. Okay, okay, untuk elemen human, kategori tadi, elemen human tadi adalah berkaitan dengan authority dan enforcement, penguatkuasaan. So jadi dalam konteks ni, this is especially for applicable to Muslim accountant, yang berasaskan kepada morality ataupun etik, yang mana morality dan etik di sini adalah berdasarkan kepada divine law, Syariah Islamiyah, that is based on Al-Quran dan Sunnah tadi. Okay, so let me go back to the technical measurement part. So for pre-measurement, okay, apa yang ditekankan di sini, dicadangkan, proposed by the author is tentang transaksi-transaksi yang halal. There is actually reflecting the concept of legitimate transaction, as given by Zaid 1997 just now. Mestilah transaksi-transaksi yang halal, yang comply dengan syariah Islamiyah. Again, yang tidak mengandungi elemen-elemen riba, gharar dan maisir. Okay, dan juga penekanan kepada peri pentingnya untuk perekodan dan pemerhatian kepada tarikh berlakunya transaksi itu untuk tujuan zakat, zakat perniagaan. Okay, then in the second part, measurement, pengukuran. So kepentingan yang ditekankan di sini adalah untuk apapun pengukuran yang dibuat, okay, untuk tujuan pelaporan, perlu mengambil kira tentang keperluan pembayaran zakat, pengiraan pembayaran zakat. Okay, determination and distribution of profits. Pelayanan, tata cara pelayanan or treatment of debts and liability, assets and pembayaran cukai kepada kerajaan. Okay, this is measurement part. Down here is disclosure, pendedahan. So in providing information, to disclose information, for example in the notes to the account, okay, apa yang ditekankan, yang perlu diambil kira adalah untuk membantu pembaca or user dalam membuat keputusan yang untuk pembayaran zakat contohnya. So maklumat yang disediakan dalam nota kepada akaun contohnya dapat membantu pembaca atau pengguna tu membuat keputusan berkenaan dengan pembayaran zakat kepada beneficiary asnaf. Juga dalam pembuatan keputusan memberikan sedekah dan dalam menentukan sama ada sumber-sumber yang entiti gunakan itu riba free or not, okay? Adakah urus niaga yang dilaksanakan itu halal or legitimate, that is comply with syariah law, okay? Tentang kebajikan pekerja, perlindungan alam sekitar, dan juga untuk urusan keupayaan mencapai objektif usaha perniagaan, serta penggunaan yang cekap dan saksama sumber-sumber yang ada. So ini apa yang dicadangkan yang perlu diambil kira di bawah payung Islamic Accounting tu, dalam kita merekod, measure, present and disclose accounting as well as non-accounting, quantitative and qualitative information in the financial statement. Okay, now let me go to the second framework. Okay, this is a specific framework. Nama framework ni adalah Islamic Reporting and Disclosure Conceptual Framework. Kerangka konseptual pelaporan dan pendedahan Islam. Okay, actually this framework dibangunkan, okay, untuk institusi zakat, baitul mal dan juga wakaf. Yang ini dibangunkan oleh kumpulan penyelidik daripada beberapa daripada UUM. Okay, dengan kerjasama Jabatan Akauntan Negara Malaysia. Okay, so this is actually ada beberapa fasa lah. Sebab tu ada nampak ada 3 tim di sini. Okay, ada beberapa fasa. Dan actually saya juga turut terlibat dalam fasa ketiga dan kedua ni. Okay, okay. Jadi dengan sebab Jabatan Akauntan Negara, okay, melihat perlunya satu piawaian perakaunan Islam yang khusus untuk organisasi yang mengelola zakat, baitul mal dan juga wakaf di Malaysia. Okay, walaupun dia nampak untuk konteks Malaysia, tapi secara umumnya di sini kalau if you can see the element is actually can also be applied, right, to zakat, baitul mal and wakaf institution in other context or countries. Okay, so as you can see on top here, okay, dia ada tauhid. Tauhid asas ni purpose is tauhid, yes, plus with fiqh and tasawuf. This is dalam tahap pertama ni, the first phase ni there are 2 element, okay, teori asas and then konsep asas, merujuk kepada khalifah, konsep khalifah, manusia itu sebagai khalifah. So the very important element here is accountability. When the organization that are responsible for zakat, baitul mal and wakaf would like to prepare the financial statement and annual report to the stakeholder. Okay, what is very important being proposed here is accountability. Okay, to all the stakeholders, not just the zakat payers, for example, not just to pemberi wakaf atau pemberi apa-apa sumbangan kepada institusi ini. So mengambil kira itu, okay, penekanan diberikan, okay, agar dalam whatever dealing or transaction that being carried out and being reported must memenuhi atau menjaga hubungan dengan Allah as well as dengan fellow human, dengan manusia yang lain. Okay, then in the second stage, okay, this is matlamat, the objective, the purpose. So again, it's more or less similar to what have been proposed dalam framework yang dibangunkan oleh Hanifah dan Hudaib tadi. Ya, konsep keadilan, konsep ihsan dan juga al-falah. Ya, so dalam tahap yang kedua ni matlamat ini adalah bagi achieve maqasid syariah, iaitu dalam balancing maslahah dunia dan akhirat. Dan dengan mengambil kira dalam pelaporan tu mesti mengambil kira aspek social, economic plus alam sekitar. Okay. Right. Dan dalam tahap ketiga, framework yang dicadangkan ni adalah pelaksanaan, implementation. Ya. Di sinilah di mana pengguna pakaian apa-apa sajalah mekanisme perakaunan, ya. Seperti recording, financial statement tadi, dan di sini pemakaian assumption and principle that is aligned with syariah tadi. Okay, untuk recognition, measurement and disclosure of asset, liability, hasil dan juga belanja. So actually what I've shared with you here is actually the third stage whereby the emphasis is given on pendedahan. Ya, pendedahan dalam penyata kewangan. So dalam kes ni, okay, the author or the research team propose untuk pendedahan mengandungi ataupun menyediakan elemen-elemen ini, ya, termasuklah penyataan pematuhan syariah, syariah compliance statement, dan juga menyatakan ada satu kenyataan berkenaan accountability social, how the institution fulfill or meet the accountability social and the full disclosure. So again tadi kan saya ada jelaskan perbezaan tadi dalam Islamic Accounting. Salah satu kriteria atau prinsipnya adalah tentang full disclosure. Yeah. Okay, I think with that, okay, this is the last slide for today's sharing. So apa implikasi daripada model-model atau framework yang dipropose tadi, yang berdasarkan kepada undang-undang Islam ataupun syariah Islamiah ke atas peranan accountant Muslim. Okay, so ada 4 poin di sini, ya. Ada 4 implikasi. Yang pertama, peranan impact ke atas peranan Muslim accountant tu pertama adalah world view of tauhid, ya, tentang awareness tentang Allah, kewujudan Allah Esa. Dan di sini kita ingin menkenalkan bahawa di bawah Islamic Accounting Framework tu, okay, kita we are not anti-profit or anti-worldly gain. Okay, but like what I have discussed just now, we look for reasonable profit and we prioritize the benefit of ummah. Okay. Okay, then the second impact is on responsibility and accountability. Okay. So by employing or applying the Islamic Accounting Theological Framework, okay, the responsibility and accountability of Muslim accountant, okay, not only to human superior, right, including management or clients, but ultimately to Allah. Okay, as a servant and as a trustee, sebagai hamba dan juga sebagai pemegang amanah. Okay, so again, ini adalah untuk menambah baik keadilan sosioekonomik, ya, di dunia dan juga di akhirat, in hereafter. Okay, then the another implication is on relationship. Okay, like have been highlighted in the second framework is now, okay, that need to improve and strengthen relationship with Allah, which is hablum min Allah, and maintain good relationship with superior and other fellow human, that is hablum minan nas. Yeah? And the last implication is in terms of motivation. Yeah? So we as an accountant, yeah, that being employing Islamic accounting framework should provide excellent service, because we realize that this all is we as a holder of amanah, trustee of Allah, and we see whatever that we do is actually is form of ibadah, dan juga amal soleh. Okay, that is what I would like to share today. So let me summarize what I have shared. Introduction to Islamic Accounting, part 1. So I've shared with you guys some background and history of Islamic accounting. So I would like to emphasize that actually the practice of Islamic accounting, the system, is not a new one. It's being applied, since before the time of Prophet Muhammad. But the term of accounting, accountant, Islamic accounting is not used yet at that time. Then I'll proceed with definition. I picked a I used definition given by Zaid, 1997. Which he give emphasis on the legitimate transaction. Then I proceed with Abdul Karim, 1999. Definition. Accounting system that is with the objective to make sure that business entity is comply with Sharia law. Alright, in terms of objective, there are 3 objectives that I've shared with you. The main objective of Sharia of Islamic accounting, adil, ihsan, that is to achieve socio-economic justice, then as ibadah, and then to attain al-falah. Right, then I'll proceed with explanation on the need for Islamic accounting. There are 2 big factors, push factors, which are critics on conventional accounting, and pull factors. I then continue by explaining to you guys on the differences between Western and Islamic financial accounting system, comparing the philosophy, the principle, the criteria. Then I'll go to specific related to accounting, like materiality, conservative concept, assumptions, going concern, cost concept. Last but not least, I then explain you guys. I pick 2 framework or model that have been developed by scholarly in this area, to explain to you on Islamic accounting frameworks. With that, I think that's all from me. Actually, I have one more activity. Is it okay, Madam Juita?
Yes, it will be fine, Madam.
Okay, right. Let me share the screen now. Short exercise. Hopefully, all of you are clear with the question and answer. So I pass back the session to Madam Juita.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Dr. Norfaiezah, for giving us such informative lecture about the Islamic accounting, which very beneficial and can deepen our knowledge about Islamic accounting. And we come to the Q&A session. For those who have questions, please raise your hand by pushing the button of raise hand in the Zoom application, or you can also type the question